I'm back from hiatus. I worked myself to death, paid the price for it. While I was gone, looks like the GPU market has gone a heck in a handbasket, and Nvidia is now the poster child for corporate greed. Let's talk about it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. This is primarily a gameplay commentary channel that focuses about tech, and I do tech reviews when I get new tech. The launch of the RTX 4070 Ti, formerly known as the 4080 12 gig. Yeah, the world is onto you, Nvidia, and the Neckbeard Council, myself included, is rather pissed. The final launch of this card showed the world that Nvidia is absolutely charging too much for their products, and I bought one, so I'm a dumbass. But they were able to relaunch the same product at $100 cheaper than what it was originally posted for, while still remaining profitable. How do I know this, you may ask? Well, I don't. I'm just guessing. A company like Nvidia isn't going to launch a graphics card at a loss. They are a for-profit company. That'd be a safer bet than saying Cyberpunk would have the best launch in history. Except that didn't age very well, did it? But showing the world that these graphics cards aren't exactly as low margin as we were led to believe. I don't know on what Nvidia's margins are, but if I had to guess, and keep in mind, there's a reason I don't gamble. I'd say that the 4070 Ti, which has an MSRP of $800, probably costs roughly 20% more to manufacture than the 2070 Super did because TSMC did raise their rates and things are getting more expensive to manufacture. The 3070 Ti costs $600 MSRP, and I'm fairly confident that the 4070 Ti, while costing 30% more than the 3070 Ti, costs a fairly similar amount to manufacture. With all of that being said, I'm confident that Nvidia is raising their profit margins under the guise of inflation make it more to manufacture. If Nvidia can do that, cutting $100 off of a product, rebrand it, and still make money, I know for a fact that they could do that for the rest of their product stack because they did it smack dab in the center of their product stack. Okay, this massive price hike we're seeing, I don't think is going to stop out of the goodness of Nvidia's hearts. Because let's be honest, corporate juggernauts don't care about us. They might say they do, but they don't. They're full of, DMZ, greed mode, camping the exfil. All they want is money. And with the 4060 Ti being rumored to be a $500 MSRP product, performing similarly to a 3070 or 3070 Ti, to the average consumer, a product that performs the same as a last gen product at the same amount, that's just a rebrand. I know technically it's not. Okay, technically it's not a rebrand, but it feels like one. Nvidia keeps doing the same as a last gen product at the same price point. Okay, it's performing the same as a last gen product at the same price point, just, moving it up the stack a little bit. That doesn't feel right. We saw it start with the 20 series. You don't get more frames per dollar, you just pay more dollars and get more frames. The 2080 Ti was only 20-ish% faster than the 1080 Ti while costing $500 more. So people held on to their 1080 Ti's. Then again with the 30 series, nobody could get them until the 40 series came out, and now nobody wants to buy the 40 series card because it's too damn expensive. And I'm going to drive this point home, and I'm done. This is just some food for thought. Nvidia is poised to have 4 products over the $1,000 price point with the 4080, 4080 Ti, 4090, and 4090 Ti, whereas in the past, Nvidia's only product over $1,000 was the Titan. And the only reason you'd buy a Titan was for specific features that the regular GTX series didn't offer. They were more of a they were more of a prosumer card than a consumer card. And that's because the Titan performed roughly the same as the GTX counterpart. Now granted, it was a little bit faster, but it was significantly more expensive and had other features. It bridged the gap between the high-end GTX cards and the Quadros. So, the only people spending more than $1,000 on graphics cards right now are the people using them in their systems to make money, or the fucking madmen, slamming 2, 3, or 4 of these things in their system and then throwing, water in a 600, 1600 watt power supply at it. And that's what we did in the past. So I think Nvidia, now that SLI is dead, they're either trying to recapture that market that they lost, with people buying 4 or 5 of these things. Actually, sorry, not 5, 3 or 4 of these things, slamming them into a system. Nvidia either wants that market back or is just pushing the greed lever a little too hard. So either way, the price wasn't an issue. And that's the only people buying those cards where price wasn't an issue. And now Nvidia's killed SLI, so you can't do that either more. So people just buy the fastest card they can. And the people buying the fastest card they can are buying 4090s and 4090 Ti's, not 4080s. So the 4080s aren't selling because it's either none of it or all of it. Nothing in the middle. And nobody wants to pay top spec card prices for not top spec card. And most people can't afford a top spec card. The people who can are going to buy them. But the people who can't, being average Joe, nah. Now, I'm lucky to have a 4070 Ti in my system, and I really shouldn't have bought that. I should have bought a used card. But anyway, it's good to be back. Sorry this commentary is kind of all over the place. It's weird to be back, but I'm back. Sorry about the audio. I lost my mic. Shenanigans happen, life happens, we all happen. But anyway, I hope you guys found the video useful. Maybe thought it was funny. Maybe it got you thinking. I'm hoping it got you guys thinking, because this price hike, the prices need to start going down at some point because we just can't afford it. I think Nvidia's gonna figure it out, but I don't know if they are. But either way, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget, have a good day. Gable, out.